We're headed up to the top shelf. This is where all the smart people live. This is the people that design all the clubs that we hit, that we hook and we slice. These are the geniuses that make them go straight. I know CAD. I'm a CAD guy now. Mike, what's going on, my man?
Hi, Drew.
You ready to talk some gear?
Yes, absolutely.
Appreciate the time.
Yeah.
What an office this is. If I just walked in here, I would not know we're in a golf office. We got rocket ships, we got men on Mars, we got scientists. This is you, yeah?
It is, yeah. It's an inspiration. As a kid, my father was a turret gunner in a TBF Avenger in World War II. I loved math, science, loved airplanes, and it just kicked. So all this aerospace stuff, all the NASA stuff, that's what inspired me. Never thought I'd ever get into golf clubs, but I did, yeah.
Well, let's get into your role at Cobra. What exactly, tell everyone what you do here.
My role is VP of Innovation, Research, and Testing. And what that means is I'm leading a group of people that are super passionate about making products better. And we're constantly trying to innovate on multiple fronts. Any way that we can show that we've made a better product.
However you can get it done.
Yeah.
And how did that lead into the development of the DS Adapt line?
The innovations team mission is to create something that's never been done before. And that's one of the hardest things. It's like, no one's thought of it, no one's ever done it. We got a request from Jose Miraflor that had a product who said, I'd like a replacement to the hosel sleeve. Because right now, most hosel sleeves, when you adjust loft, you're changing lie dramatically. And Clayton Evans said to himself, man, we need a hosel sleeve where I can adjust loft and lie basically independently. And I need to have a bigger spread than anything that's out there. And so he worked on it for a couple of years.
Yeah, I think it's one of the biggest game changers I've seen in a long, long time when it comes to woods, being able to change that lie. Sometimes you get a driver that you love, but I'm like, oh, it just sits up too. I wish I could just flatten this. What are some of the other challenges, the biggest challenges, I guess, you and your team have on a daily basis?
There's a lot of challenges that we never even really talked about. It can't break. It's got to sound good. It can only cost so much, right? Those are things that from an engineering standpoint, it's like, those are things you have to solve, you have to have, but it's not sexy. I mean, the engineering that goes into these things is a marvel. Between the USGA conformance requirements, the laws of physics, the materials that are available to us, the processes that are available to us, I mean, we're pretty constrained, but we love the challenge and we accept the challenge. And every time we're done with something, you put your pencil down, you're like, man, I don't know if we can do better. And the next day, you're like, okay, we got to do better.
This is fascinating for me. Like, you're probably the smartest guy I've ever talked to in the golf world. And I got to congratulate you. You guys did a phenomenal job with the DS Adapt. And I know your attention now is on things that are going to be released 4 years from now that we even have no idea about. But thank you for sitting down and taking some time.
Yeah, it's my pleasure. Thank you.
Maybe your astronaut days aren't behind you. You know what I mean? You still got a chance.
It's not too late.
We have three of the masterminds behind the groundbreaking technology, I would say, at Cobra here. FutureFit33, we're gonna get into the weeds on it. Well, we'll start with the obvious question, I guess, here. And Mike, we could start with you. What is FutureFit33? How does it work? And how does it help the average golfer?
That's big. Okay, what is it? It is a hosel sleeve system that the axis of the hosel sleeve is different from the axis of the head. What it means to the consumer is you can point that face where it really needs to be pointed, because we have effectively kind of decoupled loft and lie.
The thing that I like the most of what we have done with this system is we have an A1 setting. When we create a club that's 57 degrees, we never have a lie angle that's 57 because it's offset from that axis. But now we have an A1 setting, and being able to dial for your swing and your tendencies to straighten that ball out, it gives golfers the ability to hit fairways. Let the club help you hit the ball straight.
And what's the range you can move it in terms of like upright and flat?
Plus or minus 2 degrees.
2 degrees? That's a pretty big range.
It's like if you have a 10-degree driver, it's between an 8 and a 12.
Yeah.
So
it's massive.
So when I hear people say, oh, 33, you don't need all those settings. Well, we have large jumps and ranges in those settings, and we also have smaller ones because it helps the entire golfing community. And to have 33 settings, no one's even close.
Yeah, it helps everyone across all skill levels. What are the challenges? Why did it take longer to develop technology where you can change the lie as opposed to just the loft?
Everything's like backwards. So when you think you're moving the head, increasing the loft, it's actually when you set the shaft there, you actually decreased it. So I have spreadsheets upon spreadsheets of all these numbers that we have in the sleeve. One thing I think that's pretty amazing about this system as well is that there are 5 settings that you can set your loft and never change your lie, or 5 settings that you can change your lie but not have to change your loft.
I gotta think it makes it much easier too from like a fitting perspective. With this much optionality, it's all available within a few clicks of the wrench, really.
What's happening when we have these sleeve settings is that we are altering the relationship between the face and the shaft axis, which is a main first order type influence to ball flight. So a fitter can come in with this system, make the big change, and then tune it with the weights on the head. So this is a tool that we've heard from so many that are like, thank you for the A1 setting.
And now when you look at like where you've arrived with the final product, okay, we've got this now, but we gotta make the average Joe be able to actually figure this out. Was that a challenge?
That was a huge challenge for us, just meeting with the marketing team and people on the design team, just trying to figure out how should we label the sleeve? How should we set up the mandala so that it's easy to read and people understand it with very little explanation? It's a whole team effort.
What they landed on is amazing, and how it all came together is really impressive. And how a consumer, they want to spend a few seconds looking at it, figuring out, okay, I'm hitting it there, but I want to hit it over there. What do I need to do? It's almost that fast.
It literally is a few seconds.
Yes.
Having been in the golf industry for a long time, I know you're a little fresher face, but where does this innovation rank in terms of importance and things that kind of change the way like drivers and fairway woods will be made going forward?
I'm gonna say pretty damn high. You just mentioned fairways and hybrids. If you walk into a store and you're like, I need a fairway that goes 237 yards. It's in that club. We can find it. I guarantee it. And I need a hybrid that goes 215. It's gonna be in that club, because there is so much latitude in being able to adjust the loft and lie. So it's a huge deal.
That's been the biggest difference for me, honestly, is with the fairway woods, which I've always felt are the hardest clubs to get the right fit for. And now you can tinker with it until you got it perfect.
How the club interacts with the turf is affected by lie angle dramatically. We know that with irons. Well, yeah, it's the same with fairways and hybrids. So now it's not just gapping, but it's also like getting it through the turf, all of it.
How proud are you when you see this after the years of work and the different variations and things, to finally see it come to market and see the response that you're getting from the people that are actually out there using it?
I think it's amazing because the thing that I turned over to the design group is 10 times better than what I gave them, so kudos to our design group for understanding how to commercialize something and make it so nice.
Congratulations on this, because this changes everything. I look forward to seeing what you guys got coming as well.
Our pleasure.
Yeah, a lot's coming. So you'll be very pleasantly surprised.
Innovation does not sleep.
I believe it. We're in good hands. The brain power we got between y'all three, I'm very confident in where we're going in the next few years.